Welcome to the Funded Trader Success Story, where we bring on profitable traders who've done amazingly well on the funded program. They get to share their experience, their ups and downs, and how they eventually got profitable. I'm Martins by name, and with me today on today's episode is Mr. Joseph Oluwafulan.
Yeah.
Mr. Joseph is a professor of Forex. So today you're going to be interviewing the only professor on Forex. So, Mr. Joseph,
Yes, sir.
welcome to the show.
I'm glad to have you. I'm good to be
So,
here.
tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into trading, and what the motivation was.
Okay, so my name is Joseph Oluwafalaon Olubaji, aka known as Professor of Forex, ProFX. So 2018 December precisely was my first introduction into Forex. 2018 December precisely.
Okay.
That's like yesterday, right? And so what got me into it was Yabatek was ending for me. 2018 was my final year, and I read accounting. So I had no experience on accounting skill at all. I'd be like, I can't finish as a graduate to go into service with no skill.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so what skill can I learn that if I go into service, I'll be able to provide opportunities? That was my intention.
Yeah.
Whatever the skill was, it was not Forex. I didn't even know Forex anything. So in search of everything, Forex came into play. So long story cut short, that was the motivation. I needed a skill. I don't want to go and serve and come back to work for a job. That was not my intention. That was the motivation.
Wow, that's great. That's good. So you've actually been around in the industry for a while. In 2018, that should be
so
roughly
7 years. Yeah, 6 years
wow.
plus.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That level of years should count for you.
Yeah, it's counting actually. Yeah, it does.
So you're welcome to the show. So
Yeah.
basically, how did you get to hear about Tentrade?
Okay, so I think online, the boot camp they had, that was I think last year or 2 years ago, the first boot camp they had.
Yeah.
So I saw it online and I felt okay, wow, that was going to be a good one for me. So I just joined, and I was wowed the first day. So that was
That's
like
awesome.
boot camp. Yeah, the
Yeah.
boot camp was where I got to know about
Yeah.
Tentrade.
So during that boot camp, what was the experience? Did you after the boot camp you got account exactly?
So I got access prayers during the boot camp. Like I was the first name they called for raffle draw was my name for the 3K
Awesome.
account. Yeah, so I got the raffle draw tickets 3K account, and my friend, a friend of mine, also known as Joseph, got a raffle draw by the end of the day. So beginning of the day, I got a ticket. The three my friend Joseph got a ticket too. So we had two Josephs that got 3K accounts.
So it was a day for the Josephs.
Day for Joseph. Yeah.
Exactly. Awesome.
Yeah.
So was it on that 3K account that you won that you built your whole empire of portfolio of accounts you have right now on Tentrade that you've been managing all along?
Oh boy.
Or-
Yeah, the first 3K account was blown. we both blew the accounts.
Honestly.
So, yeah, we both blew the accounts. I had blown before even Tentrade. I had account before that I had blown like 15K account for index blown. If my brother gave me an account for himself to buy for his account, I blew it. So it was blowing and blowing and blowing. So I never had mentorship then.
Okay.
Right. So after the account blew, I was like, no, I needed something to master. I still had a little bit of, because I was going from seminar to seminar, boot camp to boot camp,
Strategy to strategy.
just jumping around YouTube videos. So there was no strategy mastery then.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the issue. That was what I had at that point.
Well, it was mentorship that fixed everything.
That fixed everything. Mentorship.
Okay.
In just 4 to 6 months, I had a 1-year mentorship. I was using my office. My mentor had an office at Ogba.
Okay.
Right. I had an internship for 1 year. I was going to his office every single day as a 9 to 5.
Wow.
So in the first 4 months, everything clicked.
And that was where the game changer
The game changed
started.
from there. Mentorship.
So
yeah.
After that, you lost the 3K account. You
Yeah.
got another 3K account.
Of course, I got accounts. So by then I knew that, okay, I had a skill set.
Okay.
So I was reaching out to
now know what you're doing.
what I was doing exactly.
Okay.
So even I was teaching some student then I'm person that if I learn something today, I want to teach it to somebody. So to
Okay.
see if what I've learned is working.
All
So I
right.
call it active learning. So when I learn something, I want to teach it. So my guys that I was teaching these things to, they're making money with it. I'm like, there's something wrong with me. It's not the strategy now because
Okay.
I'm teaching somebody who's making money with it. So this thing is working. So I kept on refining my edge, trading demo accounts. Then I started reaching out to those that have the money. So I have the
Okay.
skill sets. They have the money. Let's do business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they just have to buy accounts on
Buy
Tentrade
accounts.
and
Yeah.
you
So
trade
they bought
it.
the accounts. They funded the account. Then I traded the account and we got profit split. That's how we.
Alright.
right
So
now.
at the point you didn't have that financial prowess to
I
keep
was low. I
securing
was
accounts.
red. I was on red. But I had the skill set. So
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
on zero, but you have the skill
You
sets,
can always
you can
bounce
always
back.
bounce back. Yeah.
Can always bounce back. So when it comes to trading, yeah, for a trader, the
Yeah.
most important thing is you securing the skill, as
Yeah.
in knowing what you're doing as a trader.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
so it's very important. So what was actually that very trade that changed everything, that got you that major profit? You know, the profit split.
Okay.
Um, because as a account manager on the platform, yeah, you have series of clients you're managing the account.
Yeah.
So what was actually that trade? At what point did everything now started clicking? Because
Okay.
from the own accounts I brought to this interview, you actually informed me that you've been on drawdown for like 8 months.
8 months. Yeah. 8 months
You know,
drawdown.
is to stay on drawdown for that number of months,
Yeah.
almost 1 year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Only few traders can sustain such drawdown.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But you came out of it and still made series of withdrawals
Yeah.
on the account,
Yeah.
and the accounts are still live.
Yeah.
So what skills and what actually, how did you manage your emotions, your psychology while you're on this drawdown?
Okay. So one thing
Because you know,
okay.
when it comes to trading, yeah,
Yeah.
all of us, we all traders, yeah. One of the most difficult things to manage when it comes to funded accounts is when your account is in drawdown. You know, your psychology is on another level entirely.
100.
All right. Only few traders actually, you know, can actually have that, you know, stable psychology to manage accounts on drawdown.
Yeah.
You understand? And of course, that risk management that is equally needed to bring it out of drawdown.
Yeah.
So how are you able to harmonize these two concepts to actually remain objective even when the account was on drawdown and eventually bring it to life?
Okay. So first thing I first did was to remove pressure. Right. To
Okay,
remove
you remove pressure.
pressure completely. So sometimes for weeks I won't trade. For 1 2 weeks I won't trade just to relax myself. Then I
Okay.
also learned that the process. So what got me out was that I told myself that okay, let's focus on the process. Forget. I wasn't even aware I was out of Jordan. I wasn't aware. Like oh, this account already. It was a 10K account. I was in already in night 3, close to night 2 thereabout, and 9 1 is the maximum drawdown. Just almost close to the maximum. So I was like, okay, for weeks I won't trade, and I said, okay, let me just go back to the drawing board. Process based. Don't focus on the profits. Right. Just focus on the process. That was the mindset. Process. So I said, if I focus on the process, the money will take care of itself.
Okay.
So for some weeks I won't trade. For weeks I won't trade. But when I came back, so April, I'm like, okay, let's come back again. So the more I have losses, I go back to my drawing board. What went wrong? What was the problem? Was it that I just look at what went wrong.
Okay.
And every time I look at the process, I found out something that I could learn from. Then coming back, I come from experience. So when I have losses, I'm coming from experience, not from a fresh point. So the more I come from my losses, it gives me more fresh ideas. And okay, wow. So April was when everything clicked. So process was what I focused on.
And
On the
the
process.
account came back to life.
Came back to, in fact, my student was like, wow, like perfect.
It really
I could
have
not,
this
it
skill.
was, I could not believe myself. I was like,
Yeah.
so process based.
Exactly.
Process-based, yeah.
So there's two profound points you made.
Yeah.
That, you know, there are some weeks you wouldn't trade,
Exactly.
and it took your mind completely away from the profits,
Yeah.
and move it to the process.
Process,
That
yeah.
is the series of actions based on your trading plans
Yeah.
that you need to follow before you to take the trade. You
Yeah.
understand? So when you are in drawdown, yeah, it is almost very important, always very important, to go
Yeah.
back to the drawing board, look at your processes, ensure if you are still sticking to the trading plan, and ensure you are keeping to your trading rules and remain disciplined.
Yeah.
You understand? It's been tested over time and it's proven to be working.
Yeah.
Right? So ProFX,
Yeah.
right? You came out of drawdown
Yeah.
after 8 months,
8 months,
and
yes, sir.
made withdrawal.
Yes, sir.
How did you feel when that money hit your account?
In fact, it was even about how the man felt, because when anyone was sending me my own split, he was praying for me on on his description. It was, God bless you, sir. Like it was. So it was even how the client felt that was even
Yeah.
for me, beyond what I felt. It was the prayer he prayed. So I
Oh.
was able to even provide, and that was my intention. I want to provide solutions for people.
Okay.
Seeing people changing their lives with my skill sets.
Okay.
So the man now is Yeah. So for him, is my success story. Beyond just beyond just me.
So like between when you place the withdrawal and when it hits your account, how long was that?
So I showed him how to do the withdrawals. I never even he has even done it already safe.
Okay.
I was expecting that he has not, but it was almost instant because he did it the evening.
Yeah.
So that night, it came into his wallet. So by he was calling me the next day, calling me. ProFX, I've been calling your line since now. How far now? That in my account. Send your account now. Let me give you. So it's instant.
So it was instant.
It was instant.
And from your experience, it happens to be Tentrade payouts. Once you made the trading conditions, the trading rules, the payout is like almost like instant. You understand? As a matter of fact, it's one of the best and the fastest payouts across the nation now. You understand? So as long as you keep to the trading rules, you're not going to have problem with Tentrade withdrawals.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so after that, for 8 months, so you can say that I didn't violate. Of course, people say that the rule of Tentrade is hard, right? For me, I feel that it's even making you more disciplined.
Yeah, right? As a trader,
because for me to have 8 months drawdown and I could not violate or breach the account, I was still maintaining consistency. Whatever rule there, if means I don't like rules. For me are secondary. I can abide to any rule, any problem.
Okay.
It makes you more disciplined. So
more discipline as a trader.
So I see it as even a plus to me when problem have rules.
Yes.
Just to add that.
Yeah, exactly. It's very important because sometimes I have students reach out to me that your rules are very strict, your rules and all that. I'll be like, that even if you're trading your personal account, these rules Tentrade have, right? If you incorporate it, it's going to make you more. It's going to make you a formidable trader in the sense that the chances that you're going to lose a huge chunk of your capital is almost impossible. Because if you look at all Tentrade rules, it's targeted towards ensuring that your capital is protected. It's more based on risk management. You understand? So it just point out to the fact that the company is more concerned about good traders and not gamblers. You understand? Anybody who is a good trader and prioritize risk management will not have challenges on Tentrade platform. Okay, so basically, right? ProFX, right? We trade for freedom. And serious money hit the account recently. Oh, how have that really changed your socioeconomic life in the sense that within your circle, and all that? Well, what are the most, like, for instance, like the most recent achievements you've been able to accomplish as a result of this huge withdrawals?
So I remember first I called my brother and I first told all my cousins, account number. I was just sending. So my cousin account number, I just sent. So I had 2 cousins staying with us at BGC. I sent to them. I said that this month, the bill for this month is on me.
It's on you.
So the light bill, I saw it out. I called my mom, called my dad, sent to them. My aunts, the husband and wife. So for me, it's about seeing smile on people's face.
It was more of giveaway. You are killing
exactly.
it in
so I did a giveaway
now.
that one. So I didn't even do much of myself, but for them, because they had like this guy, they didn't believe. Most of them didn't believe in
your skill in the forex business.
They imagine how I could defer service for 2 years, left accounting. I can. My father was like, I sent to go and learn accounting. And you go and learn. So for 5 years, for 4 years, for 3 years, you're not seeing results.
Okay.
Like, go and get a job, this guy. You are wasting your time. So whenever I have a little achievement, I'll first, take them.
Yeah, so actually, tell them that I saw something.
Yeah, so now they're not okay. It seems this is now.
Yeah, it seems now, this there's a light here.
The light. So now they're now okay. Let's see how it goes for him.
Okay, that's good. So you carry family along, show joy, and ensure that there is that continuous smile beaming in their face. So get that approval that these forex people are looking down on. There is serious light at it. Okay. So what would be your advice to aspiring traders who are looking forward to going into funded accounts? Is this something you would always admonish traders to look forward to getting a funded account on Tentrade platform based on your experience? Is this something that traders should go for or something they should avoid?
Okay, so I have a philosophy called from edge to equity. So I advise my student that once you have mastered your edge, pursue equity. It's a very strong advice I give myself. Once you have mastered your edge, because the energy I use to trade the small account is that same energy to just the psychology and how to now because it's same 1% on whatever account is, because I've seen it happen to me. It's the same energy to trade a small account, the same skill, the same 0.01 year, 1.0 year. Okay. So I've just that the best is so, and you should use prop accounts as a means to an end too. I also said that too. Yeah. So you are doing a prop account to have that leverage to not have a personal account. So you are building a portfolio for yourself. That's the idea I gave it. So get accounts funded. Once you have mastered your skill, get the accounts. 10K, 270K, 500K. Then you build portfolio to now have a personal account. That's the idea.
So the goal is to secure a lot, secure that money, secure the bag from funded account to fund your personal account where you have the liberty. There's no rules there. You can always trade at will and make withdrawal any point, anytime.
Yeah. So to add to that, I'm coming back to this interview with my $2 million portfolio in Tentrade. I'm buying back-to-back 500K accounts.
Pro FX.
Yeah, that's some time.
That interview is loading. You can't hit the actual interview. Yeah, so you've heard it from Pro FX himself. Yeah. So as a beginner trader that is just coming into this space of trading here, it is understandable you're most likely not going to have that liquidity to that $10,000, $30,000, $100,000. You need to start making good and significant profit from it, right? So it's always advisable you secure funded account, but from his own account. The first thing first is you need the skill. Yeah. You need to get the trading skill, right? Okay. Understand what you're doing, have an edge, then you go for funding to scale up. It's easier to scale up when you're already funded and you know what you're doing. Outside that, you're going to struggle a lot and may likely not get there as fast as possible. Yeah. So ProFX, right now, you're among those who are doing amazingly well on the funded trader program. Yeah, and it seems right now the spotlight is on you. So a lot of people on the community will want to know what is next in your career. As somebody who is already playing at this pedestal, you have a lot of funded accounts under you. Yeah. And so what is next? What is next on your career? What next are we expecting from you?
Okay, like I said, I'm building a portfolio of at least 7 figures. So actually, I'm looking into getting $2 million with Tentrade, right? But so building my portfolio, and I also have a community where I'm building myself to raise a community, and so
you kind of replicate yourself there. So you have a community where you're building students.
Yeah, and by God's grace, they are also doing some numbers.
Some numbers.
So it shows that what we are doing is working.
Okay. So you're more of you're impacting to the trading community.
I'm a big fan of empowering people.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So we look forward to seeing more of your students withdrawals.
Exactly.
All right. So ProFX, thanks again. It's nice having you on the show. Look forward to having you on the 500K level.
Yes, sir.
To $1 million in funding.
Yes.
It's doable.
Yeah.
We'll see you there. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.